my god, I'm loving the dance moves. Mushu. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to another one of my videos. Welcome to a chill afternoon here in Disneyland Paris. I'm hoping it's going to be chill anyway. I don't have any particular plans. I've just gotten my coffee as well from Starbucks in Disney Village, and I'm just happy to be spotting some blue skies finally after a very, very rainy morning. I was staying at Disney Sequoia Lodge Hotel last night, so I spent the majority of this morning filming you a hotel tour, went down for breakfast. I love this song. Snow White is such an underrated film, I believe. I love this area of Disneyland Paris, right at the entrance of the Disneyland Hotel and the main park, which you can spot over there. And again, I'm just happy that the weather seems to have become much nicer. Look at that. Look at the view we have here with the beautiful blue skies that have just come through, and of course the Disneyland Hotel, the pink Disneyland Hotel, which goes so well with the blues of the skies. It's funny how much nicer weather can make a change in your mood. Everyone seems a lot smilier as well now than they were earlier in the day. But if you are visiting Disneyland Paris when it's rainy, don't worry, I do actually have a full video from last year that I filmed where I show you exactly what you can do and how you can handle a rainy day at Disneyland Paris, because just because it's raining doesn't mean you can't have fun. There are still plenty of options for you to do. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on my Sequoia Lodge stay from last night if you're interested in that. But for now, let's actually head on into the park and have a relaxing afternoon in there. And just like that, we are officially in Disneyland Park, and I still can't get over the weather. It's what I wanted.
That's what I wanted.
All day, and it's finally here at close to 3 p.m. But I also wanted to show you these new decorations on the Main Street train station. And I say new, but these are actually from last year's Symphony of Color season. Disneyland Paris hasn't made any announcements about them coming back or anything, but for whatever reason, suddenly they've appeared. And I don't even mind them, to be fair. It's quite cool, I think. You get to see different characters. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that. Pocahontas looking wonderful in the middle. They're just extremely random, in my opinion, especially because, like I said, Disneyland Paris didn't announce they were coming back or anything. There's no official season at the moment. They've just decided to put the decorations up randomly, and I'm spotting the train, the Disneyland Paris Railroad coming through. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you like these, or do you think they're a little bit weird? Personally, I think they're quite cool. I mean, as long as I don't keep them up for too long, and I don't think they will. I think they're meant to be here mainly for the winter months. I don't see the harm in them. I think it's actually kind of cool to be able to see different characters that don't often get represented, like Pocahontas. You get to see Tiana from time to time. And so I quite like having them on, at least for a few months per year. Maybe they'll bring them up next year as well. We'll see. But what even I'm a little bit unsure of are the decorations here in Town Square, which some of them go through Main Street as well. And these are also from the Symphony of Color season last year, which I think were kind of fun last year when it was a bit of a theme going on with the Symphony of Color season and the Splashes of Color, the show that was on in 2024. But this year, because they've appeared so randomly, I mean, I understand it's still winter. Winter happens once a year. I just don't quite get them. And what I will say is that even last year, a lot of Disneyland Paris fans weren't a fan of them. I liked them last year. I still don't think they're ugly. I just don't quite understand why they're here. And are they really necessary would be my other question, because we have such a beautiful park here in Disneyland Paris anyway. We have a wonderful town square with the gazebo. Main Street, in my opinion, is the best one of all the Disney parks. So I don't quite understand why we need these extra decorations. Very like big ones too. What I will say though is that these do look slightly better in the evening when it gets dark. The lights come through and you can see them a little bit better with the sparkling lights up there. So maybe don't judge them until you've seen them in person and also in the dark. Because I do enjoy the idea of it. I understand why they did it, especially for the season last year that they had Symphony of Color season. It's kind of meant to bring some colors and fun and joy and happiness into the darker, rainier winter months here in Disneyland Paris. And here, for instance, you can see we've got some icy water going through, as well as some more ice on top of those plants. And it's cool. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I know loads of people absolutely hate them, but for me, it's just a little bit unnecessary. Otherwise, I don't actually mind them. I also enjoy what they've done with the plants around this fake plant, because you can see they've added some wintry plants everywhere, which I just love. I mean, Disneyland Paris, the details for me, it's all about the details. And look at the beautiful Sleeping Beauty castle in the back there as well. I guess the only thing would be that because this thing is so huge, it kind of does block the view of the castle when you first walk through. Don't get me wrong, you can always just walk a few steps to the right or to the left and still see the castle. But if you want to have like that perfect castle photo from the center, then as you can see, it's kind of invisible right now. Reminds me a little bit of when they have the giant Mickey pumpkin in Disneyland in California, because their castle over there is so small just generally. Once they have the pumpkin out, you just cannot see anything of the castle. But it's still cool, it is cool. Walking down Main Street, I can see that Main Street is looking rather hustling and bustling with people, probably loads of guests who maybe also spent their morning in their hotels or were in covered areas of the park. Now they're enjoying the slightly nicer weather. And here to my right, we've got the Boardwalk Candy Palace, which is still under construction. It's been under construction for the past, I want to say 5-6 months at this point. Just making way for one of the lovely Main Street vehicles going through. So cool. But yeah, I cannot wait for the Boardwalk Candy Palace to be back. I'm excited to see what they do with the interior of it. And I know some of you are going to ask in the comments, Sam, when is it going to come back? I don't know. Disneyland Paris hasn't actually said anything yet, but I'm hoping within the next few months, maybe by April of 2025, fingers crossed. But look at this beautiful view. Honestly, the castle, even though the skies are still rather grey, quite a lot of clouds going on, it's still wonderful. And you may have noticed these really random, I guess, lampposts you can call them as well, that have been installed again. These are also from the Symphony of Colour season last year. Look at Dory, so cute. And again, these showcase other characters from the ones that you see at the top of Main Street. So there's Remy up there looking adorable. We've got Mirabelle looking so happy and cheerful. Goofy, my bae, gotta love him. So yeah, again, I don't personally mind them. I understand that they're just quite a lot. Like, they're a bit extra, especially with their colours being so bright. But I really don't think they take away anything from the beauty of Main Street USA. I mean, look, Mulan over there. Actually, whilst we're on the topic of Mulan, today is the 30th of January as I'm filming this, 2025, and yesterday, the 29th of January, was actually the Lunar New Year for 2025, and I was very lucky I got to meet Mulan, and not just Mulan, but Mulan and Mushu together at the Disneyland Hotel. Shout out to the lovely cast members working there. It was a very, very special way to celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025, so we're going to go back to a clip from last night because I really enjoyed my meet with both Mulan and Mushu especially. Oh, hello! How are you? Oh my god, I'm loving the dance moves. Mushu! That's amazing. Hi Mulan, how's life? Lovely to meet you. Aww. Thank you so much. Mushu! You're amazing. Aww. And happy Lunar New Year as well. So good to see you guys. What an amazing way to celebrate. Yes. Love that. And yeah, Mulan, you're so brave. I love your story. Mushu, you helped out so much. Yeah. What an amazing surprise. You've made my whole evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Should we get some photos?
Yes.
Yeah, what do we do? I don't... Okay.
It's the same way, very good. Yes.
Is that correct?
One more.
Yes, that's right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Hand on your hips, very good. Thank
What
you.
do we do?
Aww. That's cute. Okay, don't move. Nice job.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Mushu. See you soon. Thank you, Mulan. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love. Yeah, of course.
Just you two for Madame, yeah?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, of course. Very good. Cute. You all. Amazing. Nice job. Yeah, it's a little photo shoot. Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. And thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
So cute. Okay,
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Here you go now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Mushu. See you around. Bye, Mulan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Speaking of Mushu and Mulan, look, we've got Mushu appearing on one of these stands too now. And look at Pocahontas, looking absolutely gorgeous there with the backdrop of the castle. I don't know how anybody can not enjoy these, to be fair. Like I said, I understand they're a little bit extra, but when you get to see some of your favorite characters from time to time, that's always a good sign. Look. Tarzan now as well. And then as we get closer and closer to the castle, to my left over here, we've got the final piece of the puzzle, which by that I mean the final part of the winter decorations they have over here in Disneyland Park. And this is meant to be, I want to say, Tinkerbell's house. So yeah, this lovely, I guess, mushroom looking thing is where Tinkerbell lives with Periwinkle and some of her other friends. Look at all these daisies down here, and there's an actual water feature going down too. So I actually think this part of the decorations especially are actually genuinely really lovely, and you've even got some sunflowers there, which are some of my favorite flowers. Here's a better look at the decorations here. So again, you can see all the different flowers they have, different colored flowers, and then Tinkerbell's little house there. And I love that there's actual kinetic energy coming through as well with the water. So yeah, for me, these random wintry decorations on Main Street USA are actually kind of fun, and I think they look pretty good too, again, especially in the dark. So if you're visiting during the winter months, make sure you check them out when it gets darker. But I would really like to hear your comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you think they look a little bit tacky? Do you think they're unnecessary perhaps, or do you just not mind them? Because I think at the end of the day, they're only going to be here for maximum 2-3 months. I'm guessing by the time the music festival starts in April of 2025, in literally like 3 months, they're going to take them down. And I, for one, I'm so excited for the music festival to start in April of 2025. I think it's going to be really fun, loads of fun surprises to come, and so many characters. And it's something that Disneyland Paris has been needing. More live entertainment in the parks, live bands across the different lands in Disneyland Paris, you know, different musicians. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. But one thing I will say is that unfortunately I'm actually not going to be here for the premiere of it. So I believe it starts on the 19th of April 2025. And don't get me wrong, I will come back and check it at some point. But in April, I cannot come here because I'll actually be somewhere else. So I guess this is kind of like a little bit of a trip announcement, because in April of 2025, I'm going to be going from this beautiful castle here in Disneyland Paris to another castle, of course, that has a very similar looking castle somewhere else as well. Have I given you enough clues? I'm going back to Japan and I cannot wait. I'm so excited to go back into Tokyo Disney, obviously Disney Sea as well. Some of my favorite theme parks in the entire world, and I'm actually going to be there for about 2 weeks, so I'm not just going to be doing Disney. I'm going to be going into Kyoto and Osaka, hopefully going to Universal Studios in Osaka for the first time as well, which will be very fun. So yeah, I am really looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I love Japan so much. But if you're looking forward to the music festival and want to see some content from me from that as well, don't worry, I will be back, like I said, as soon as possible. My guess would be by the middle of May 2025, there should be some new videos from the new music festival in Disneyland Paris on my channel. But if you're visiting Disneyland Paris anytime before May of 2025, when I get to experience the music festival for the first time, then I would love to hear your comments as well. Feel free to leave a comment on this video, maybe message me on Instagram and let me know what the music festival is like, because some of you might experience it before I do. But I am just walking through the castle to go into Fantasyland for a little bit. There's a couple of things I want to check out here. So firstly, what a beautiful view we have here. I always enjoy walking through Fantasyland from the castle, but also that shop over there, which is officially called La Confiserie des Trois Fers, that's kind of currently the replacement of the Boardwalk Candy Palace. So if you're looking for any of your snacks, currently this place might be your best bet to find at least some of the snacks that the Boardwalk Candy Palace used to sell. It's not going to be quite as vast because the shop itself isn't quite as big, but I actually wanted to go in there and have a look to see what they do have. So there you go, La Confiserie des Trois Fers. You've got the three fairies from Sleeping Beauty. I think Fauna and something else. I'm not the best with the fairy names, but let's head inside and see what they have available in here. Firstly, because it's such a small shop, it does feel a little bit too busy and packed, even though it's not actually too crowded in here. You can see some of the baked foods over there. I'm going to have a look at them in a bit, but I also wanted to show you some of the packaged snacks that you can get. So again, a lot of these items you used to be able to find at the Boardwalk Candy Palace, and once the renovations for that are complete, they will probably sell them again in the Boardwalk Candy Palace on Main Street. But yeah, they've got the classic huge giant popcorn bucket that you can buy here. We've got these beautiful Disneyland Paris sugar cookies that you can get. We've got some extremely generic Doritos and Lay's crisps. These little chocolates make a nice present. Look at them. And then if you want a slightly smaller bottle of popcorn from Disneyland Paris, you can get this one. And this is, oh my god, are you joking? Is this legitimately 7? I don't think that's 70 euros. That cannot be. Yeah, that has to be 7 euros. There's no way that's 70. And then over here you can see some of the snacks that they currently have. So because Valentine's Day is actually coming up in a couple of weeks' time, they're currently selling some heart-shaped Mickey cookies, which is cute. And then down here we've got the classic Mickey cookies. We've got some fudge. So fudge used to be quite popular at the Boardwalk Candy Palace. It's nice to see. Ah, hello, bonjour. Shout out to the cast members. Oh yeah. The three fairies are chilling over there. That's a cute little secret, I suppose, that you can check out. Cast members are amazing. And yeah, you've got some Rice Krispies as well. Again, I believe these are for Valentine's Day. So not a huge selection, but you can definitely find some options here. Nothing really took my fancy in there though, but there is one snack that I do really want to try. It is also in Fantasyland. So we're going to actually make our way towards the back end of this land. And you can see they've still got the winter chalets here in front of this small world, because guess what? We're still in winter. The crepes here are very nice, by the way. So if you're looking for a nice crepe, then I would highly recommend the ones from these food chalets next to It's a Small World. You know it's a slightly quieter day when the Princess Pavilion has only a 90-minute wait time, which, trust me, 90 minutes is short for Princess Pavilion. Generally, you're looking at 2-3 hours of waiting. And if you're new to my channel and to Disneyland Paris, the Princess Pavilion is literally just a princess meet, and you don't even know what princess you're going to meet. So you're waiting something like 2-3 hours, and the princess that you get to see will be a surprise. It could be Aurora, it could be Cendrillon, it could be anybody, it could be any princess. Sometimes they have some really fun, rare ones in there too. But there is no universe in which I would ever wait 3 hours just to meet a random princess. And I do do feel sorry and also take my hat off to the lovely parents who go to the Princess Pavilion and wait many, many hours for their children to get to meet princesses. You guys are amazing. But you may have noticed I have now made my way to the Old Mill, which is a snack cart here in Disneyland Paris. And fun fact, this used to be a full-on attraction back in the 90s. It was like, what do you call them, like a wheel, a fun wheel. And I think it just wasn't too popular, or maybe it wasn't safe enough. So unfortunately now it's just a very fun looking snack cart. And the reason I'm here is that unfortunately a few weeks ago, the menu at the Old Mill ended up changing. So you may remember they used to do the very, very nice Dutch snacks, poffertjes. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing them right. But basically the mini pancakes, and they were very popular here. You used to be able to get them with Nutella, obviously we're in Disneyland Paris, or sugar. And like I said, they were very popular snacks, but recently Disneyland Paris has decided to take them off the menu, but instead they have a new snack. I think a couple of new snacks, which I thought I might as well try. So you can see the two snacks over there. They're basically apple tarts. So one of them is an apple, one of them is apricot. It says apricot, almond, pistachio tart, and then you can also add whipped cream, and that would be €1 extra. Otherwise, they are €6 each. Thankfully, they are still selling the bitterballen though at €8 or €8.50. So that's good at least. But yeah, let's try one of these apple tarts and see what they're like. Merci. And there we have it, our apple tart. Like I said, I decided to go for the apple one. They do also have an apricot one, and you could have added some cream on it, whipped cream and chocolate for an extra €1, but I'm not the biggest fan of whipped cream, so this is it. So yeah, I'm very keen to try this apple tart. I really enjoy the shape. I'm trying to one-handedly, I don't know if you guys can see, take it off its packaging, but yeah, the shape intrigues me. It looks a little bit like a taco, but it's not, obviously. I wish they did some tacos here. Disneyland Paris definitely needs to do some more cuisines, like Mexican food. I know we've got Casa de Coco, but more than just burritos would be nice, like tacos, other types of food. I don't know, there's just, Disneyland Paris food has still got a long way to go to be amazing, but this does look pretty promising. It feels nice and soft, and smells good too. I will say it's not warm, so it's not heated up, just so you know, but let's give it a go. Do you know what? This is actually really delicious, almost to the point where I don't even mind now that they swapped the little mini crepes, pancakes, or poffertjes. I'm so sorry about my bad Dutch pronunciation, and replaced them with these, because this is good, and this is very much like a French snack as well, and the French do pastries like this very well. Let's take another bite. I'm not even big on mixing fruits with desserts. I prefer fruits on their own. I don't need to have them in food like this. But this works. This works. It's a really nice snack. The size isn't too bad either, I feel like, for €6. It's a snack that I think my mum would actually really enjoy, because she tends to enjoy apple-flavored like desserts, sweet things. So yeah, I like it. I approve of it. I think with whipped cream, especially if you want something a bit more, you know, fancy, then it could be an even better snack. I only wish they would warm it up, because that would make it nicer for sure. But after that lovely surprising snack, I think I'm going to make my way back down onto Main Street and look at the castle. I just love how beautiful it looks no matter which angle you're looking at it. And as you can see, people have started getting their spots for the parade, Stars on Parade, which should be starting in the next 25 minutes or so. But what I want to do actually is go into one of the shops at the top of Main Street in Town Square, the Storybook shop, because the other day I spotted some new merchandise items there, and some of them really excite me. Before we go in the shop though, I did want to give you another glance at what Main Street USA looks like in winter of 2025, with all the wintry decorations they have going on, people getting ready for the parade. Were the best times to be on Main Street actually, because everyone's excited, the air of excitement you can actually feel. And then the gazebo, of course. From this side you can see the random winter decorations again, which, like I said, to me they actually look alright. Without further ado though, let's head into the Storybook store here, and hopefully it shouldn't be too busy either, because most people are currently on Main Street waiting for the parade. One of my favorite things about the shop actually is that as soon as you enter, you're faced with Tigger. Look at him. This is probably one of the most underrated animatronics in Disneyland Paris, and not many people know it even exists, but he's there, he's chilling there, welcoming everyone in. With this being called the Storybook store, this is also where you can find a lot of the Disney books that they have on offer here in Disneyland Paris. Even some Marvel ones over here, Marvel Studios. Où se cache Grogu, so almost like a Where's Wally but with Grogu over here. The Art of Disneyland Paris, a book that I was kindly actually gifted from Disneyland Paris a couple of years ago at a press event. And then this looks nice as well, Merveilleux Château. Let's open it up. Oh wow, you get to see, it's basically like a pop-up book of the different castles from Disney. This is obviously from Sleeping Beauty. We've got Ariel, very nice. And then Beauty and the Beast Castle. This would make a very fun gift and, you know, just a fun read for children. They've got some more books over here. The ones about the different attractions, Pirates of the Caribbean. They've got one for Space Mountain, and I really wish that Disneyland Paris would revert this attraction back to what it used to be, the original Space Mountain in Disneyland Paris, rather than what we have now with Hyperspace. If you're a Locana fan, which I'll be honest, I don't really know much about Locana. I know it's a card game, but I don't know anything else about it. They do have some here. So the Storybook store on Main Street, at the top of Main Street in Town Square, is where you need to go to if you're looking for some Locana, or any other board games for that matter, such as the Disneyland Paris Monopoly that was recently re-released. It's priced at 70 euros, so quite expensive, but these over here are actually what I wanted to show you. So I noticed them yesterday when I was just browsing the shop, and these are 1,000-piece puzzles from the different artworks of the different attractions in Disneyland Paris. So up there you've got Hollywood Tower of Terror, here we've got Indiana Jones, and then Alice's Curious Labyrinth, which is a classic attraction here. But my absolute favorite, and something that I think I'm probably gonna buy today, and it looks like there's only one of them left. Yesterday they had definitely more, is this one. It's a Small World. Again, 1,000-piece puzzle, which for me, it does matter how many pieces there are in a puzzle, because anything under 1,000 is a little bit too boring for me, and I don't feel like it's worth doing personally, so I just go through that very, very quickly. But 1,000 pieces maybe takes me a couple of hours to do, so yeah, gonna buy this, I think. 25 euros, by the way, for this Small World one, which I don't think is too bad. Before I go and purchase the puzzle, though, I thought I would also quickly show you some of the pins they currently sell here. Quite a lot of Stitch, like a large variety of Stitch ones down here, and then some Mickey Mouse ones. You can also get the pin trading bag. And then these were actually recently released, these skiing ones, I guess for it being winter time right now. They are very, very fun. And that one in the middle, May from Turning Red, I have to be honest, I did buy this the other day too, because I just really like that film and I think it's underrated. And as you can see, they also still have quite a nice selection of the 2025 pins. And wow, look how nice this Lion King pin looks with Simba and Nala. It looks just very vibrant, I want to say. And we've also got a Peter Pan one, which is quite a large pin. Some classic Disneyland Paris ones up there, as well as some princess ones down here too, and I really like the style of these ones. This Pocahontas one is definitely going to come home with me at some point too. The parade is starting in like 10 minutes and suddenly the shop has become completely empty. It's literally just me in here and some cast members. But I also just noticed this, which is a Stitch pinboard, I want to say, priced at 50 euros. So I think you can just, you know, display your pins on it if you wish to. This is how popular Stitch is here. Well, I have purchased my lovely new It's a Small World puzzle, and time to say goodbye to Tigger and the lovely Mickey balloons up there. The cast member working in there today, Todd his name, was actually said that that was indeed the very last It's a Small World puzzle. He said there's a possibility that they might restock them at some point, but it's not guaranteed, so I'm glad I bought it. I should have actually bought it yesterday when there was more available. Imagine if I didn't go into the shop today, maybe I would have missed out completely. And this is actually probably your reminder that if you ever see something in Disneyland Paris that you absolutely, like, really 100% know you want, get it there and then. If you're not unsure about it, obviously, then think about it and come back to it. And if it's gone, it's gone. If it's there, you can buy it if you want to. But if you know for a fact that you want it, buy it then, because you never know. They can become sold out later on. But yeah, the parade should be starting in the next 5 minutes or so. It also kind of looks like it might be raining soon again as well. So I'm actually going to make my way out to the park now. But that was a fun couple of hours we just spent here in Disneyland Paris. I'm glad the weather held up for us. And also it was nice to see some of the winter decorations, which are not new. They were here last year as well, but it was nice to rediscover them and have a look at them and just take it slow and try a new snack too. And also end the afternoon with a new puzzle, which is always fun, spending money at Disney, right? But like I said, I am going to slowly but surely make my way out of the park now. I actually need to change hotels because, as I mentioned earlier, I did stay at Sequoia Lodge for last night, but it was only for one night. Now I'm heading back off-site again, like I usually do. And then tonight, actually, I'm hoping to come back into the park to watch Disney Tales of Magic, the new nighttime fireworks show that recently started in Disneyland Paris from a reserved spot. Because those of you have been asking me, Sam, what do you think of the reserved spots for the new nighttime show? Is it worth it, especially with the projections now happening on Main Street too? Do you even need to be that close to the castle? I don't know yet. I've not tried it that close to the castle yet, so we'll let you know in a separate video hopefully in the next few weeks. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see that, and also hopefully the Sequoia Lodge video as well, which should be coming this weekend, I think. But the best way to find out is to subscribe to the channel and also put the notification bell on as well, so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Also, a huge shout out to my lovely, wonderful Patreon members and my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. And if you want to support as well, you can always check out my Patreon link down below or join this channel as well. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of my face. And I'm going to love you and leave you with that though, and see you in the next one. Bye.